Alright, so today's video, we're watching a Plat 2 DPS on console playing Ashe. They say this game genuinely tells you everything you need to know about D.Va. I've been saying she is too strong and is every DPS and support player's nightmare. I literally don't know what to do against her as Ashe, as it seemed like anytime I try to take an off angle, she just denies it. This happens every time there's a damn D.Va, and I just don't know how people tolerate playing against this monster. All right, let's see. I'll say this much. If I'm playing D.Va against an Ashe on Dorado, it's going to take me multiple cooldowns to get to that D.Va, just so you know. Or get to that Ashe. So I want to see how your reaction is and what your setup is like, because that's an important part of this. All right? Here we go.
Attackers incoming.
Nice shot. Position and start here is fine. Doop, doop, doop. They don't have a D.Va yet, so we won't see how to deal with a D.Va just yet. Good job repositioning here. All right, remember, try to get your dynamites more towards where they are. I'm not saying I have the best dynamites in the world when I play Ashe, but at least more towards where, like, towards their spawn with a dynamite. Like, you could throw to the right of the cart. That should at least AoE onto somebody. Okay, that's a couple wasted dynamite so far. Remember, dynamite brings a lot of value, both for you and your team. Okay, let's just throw a dynamite off the map now. Wonderful. Nice shots on the Pharah though. Much better dynamite. I want to pause this for a second because I think sometimes what happens is people waste their dynamite way too much. And I want to kind of explain to you why dynamite is so key now. Because it's kind of changed. As of right now, Ashe dynamite's like the most important it's ever been since the DPS passive existed. Because when you Ashe dynamite somebody, it applies the DPS passive the whole time. And then, like, you know, a second after it's gone. Right? So, like how many people on the team have it here? Does the Ashe have it on them? No. The Doom might have it on them. Okay, so just the Ashe. So the Ashe got dynamited, right? If you look, you see the little health bar on the bottom left? You see how it has a little, like, the health bar? The arrow right there is the DPS passive being applied. So anytime you hit your dynamite, you're also applying 20% less healing on everybody except the tank. Tank is 10%. So hitting dynamites is a lot more important than it's ever been because you can essentially force them to be at 20% less healing every time you hit a dynamite on every target that get hit by it. So that's why it's important. Remember that. So you got to find a good, like, balance between it. For example, my issue, to give you an idea, my issue personally when I play Ashe is that I stand still to get my dynamite kills. So you got to find that balance of, like, don't do that, play angles, make sure your position is good. But yeah, hit your dynamites. They're really good. Great dynamites. Much better dynamites from the first few. Much better. You don't even try to shoot your dynamites anymore. You just leave them there. Hey, I mean, if they can get them away from it. What headset is this? H9s. Sony and Zone. Which I am sponsored by them. All right. Dynamites were much better after we said something, so that's good. There you go. That was a very unique reaction to seeing a Widow. It worked out, but I'd recommend not doing that against a Widow. That's an easy way to fall over. Okay, they're going D.Va now. 100%. The other team. There it is. So the first D.Va elim on you here, I'll give them the elim. Okay, so you're at 72 HP. They have a D.Va. You have a Bob. Yep. Okay. I knew this was gonna happen. This is the problem already. The moment you recognize they have a D.Va there, your first reaction was to sit there and peek the bridge at 72% HP. Or 72 HP, and then rotate back up onto the high ground. At a certain point, you need to recognize that they're going to have their ultimates, and that when there's about a minute on the clock, I think it's always safe that if there's a minute 30 and you've won a bunch of team fights, they're going to come back to you with ults, right? Now, granted, Not as many ults as you would think, but you want to kind of play a little bit in that mindset of like, okay, they're going to have ultimates here. It's going to happen. We might get rolled. So what you want to do, rather than sit here after the D.Va engages you, because you know the D.Va can just go back up to you on cooldown, right? Like, that's the whole idea, is the D.Va can go up on a cooldown like that, okay? The problem here is that if you stay there, the D.Va's going to come and kill you. They're going to have ults, which is what you see, and then a Reaper flanks you because they've got map control. D.Va creates space. You need to rotate out the moment that happens. And you go, why? We're doing good. They have ults. There's a minute on the clock. What you do is you rotate down the stairs, you go over here, and here you are. You have a better Bob, a Bob that's not inside of a Juno, right? A Juno ultimate, because you just literally threw it into the Juno ultimate and you got rolled, okay? You have a better angle, and now you're set up for the D.Va has to not only go for one cooldown to get to you, they have to go for two. And when they have to go for two cooldowns, that means your teammates have time to react. So your first death there, I'll let it go in a sense of like, the D.Va was a surprise pick. I mean, heck, technically with the new change, you might not even be able to see the D.Va pick because of the 15-second thing they have now. So, but your reaction to the D.Va was just to stay up there. And the moment that happens is the moment you need to get out of there, is all I'm saying. Now, you heard the D.Va.
She's gonna blow.
I think it's like 40 degrees here today or something. Okay, there you go. Nice shots. Ooh, nice job. Good play. Okay. That wasn't the D.Va. That was on you. That was on you. You're gonna dynamite yourself. You get just remember, by the way,
Thanks.
chat, you can dynamite yourself in this game, so just be careful. I want to point that out. You can dynamite yourself. It is possible. How do I know this? If you've watched me play Ashe, that's how you know. Oh yeah, someone asked the question. Like, when you knew the D.Va flew up there, the last thing you want to do is fly up and try to take on the D.Va. I think sometimes players should have 1v1 the D.Va, and, like, it can become frustrating. Whenever I play against the D.Va, and I'm not saying it's easy, but, like, maybe it's because I'm a D.Va player, or, like, I play a lot of D.Va, so, like, this is why I love flex queuing now, is because when you start to play a role, you can learn so much about how to play against a hero that you also play a lot of, and because I've been flex queuing, I've learned way more about, like, those type of matchups. Whenever I play against D.Va, I'm always trying to reposition myself to make it so the D.Va has to get 2 flights to get to me. And when I do that, can't do anything. When I'm playing D.Va, I try to think about, if I'm playing Ashe and they have a D.Va, I think about what it would be like for me on D.Va. What is frustrating? I don't know. Set up somewhere annoying. Go all the way back here temporarily. You can disengage to a health packer over here. Go over here now with your new cover and start to play these angles, right? Go over here and frustrate them as they try to go up the stairs. I love how no one's using the stairs. Go and try all these approaches. Don't just run in front of a D.Va and then get mad that the D.Va kills you. Because that's what you did. You didn't die there. But, like, you know, if you run at a D.Va, they're going to kill you. If you use your cooldowns in front of me and I'm on D.Va, you will fall over. Unless you get saved by your teammate.
Get out of my way.
Alright?
Thanks.
I'll give benefit of the doubt again there because of the new style to the map. It's going to take a bit. But why are you, like, wide peeking the stairs there after you know they come back and you don't have your cooldowns? It's the same concept. And it's funny because, like, that wasn't even the D.Va. All right, you're on high. This is fine. Play distance, sir. Play distance. Ashe took left side control. You got rolled. Your problem is, and I think this will be helpful for you, you're not really thinking about where you're going. You point and click, and then you just run at people. That's always going to get you killed no matter what tank there is. Because the tank isn't killing you right now. It's everybody else. Okay, wonderful. You hear D.Va top left, so you would want to get away from that D.Va now, right? Yeah, play further back. There you go. Much better. See, that D.Va can't get to you. Don't engage in. That's a Juno ultimate. If you sit there, you're going to get rolled by Juno ult. This is okay for now, this positioning. But you are on the side where D.Va can get to you easier. Okay. Do you see the problem here on what you're doing? Because you mentioned multiple times in this discussion, D.Va, D.Va, D.Va. Why is your positioning constantly re-engaging towards the D.Va rather than a way to make it hard on the D.Va to be able to deal with everything? The problem is that when you play stacked, D.Va benefits. When you isolate yourself close to a D.Va, D.Va benefits. When you play long range against D.Va and D.Va can't get to you, when you play heroes like Ashe, you know, you could include Sojourn in that now with mobility, Widow, etc. You play distance. You don't play into the D.Va. And all you're doing now is every choice you've made is to play into the D.Va, right? And the D.Va isn't even the one killing you, but outside of right there, so stop playing into the D.Va. Play away from the D.Va and play angles. And if they fly to you, disengage out, rinse and repeat. You go, yeah, well, I can't shoot as much. Yes, but you won't get rolled as much, right? You won't get rolled as much. And then when you don't get rolled as much, you have more time. And over time throughout a game, you'll probably do better than you would have trying to constantly be in a team fight where a D.Va takes you out of it. All right? Hope that was helpful.
This one's do something. Let the kitsune get you.
That's just there's nothing to say on that one. I generally, whenever people recontest a point outside of the Bob there, which I wasn't really a fan of the Bob, I don't know what your team communication was like, so I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to act like I know what your team comms were there, so I'm just going to say that y'all thought you could get the point, so you bought point. So I'll give you that, all right? Ooh, new cover here. I didn't even realize this. I like this. Yeah, actually, honestly, now it's not that bad. I was going to question the position in a little bit, but if you have cover there now, you have a little bit more opportunity to, like, play that aggro. So I'm okay with that. See, I'm learning new Dorado now. I haven't gotten one Dorado game. Except once, and we, like, full health. Okay, so I want to once again show you what's happening here, though. Is while you play this aggressive positioning, rather than over time realize, okay, they're going to be back. I need to start backing up. And it's kind of like this internal clock that you'll build over time of, like, understanding. And as you climb, it gets better. Where, like, you'll hear me make a comm in my top 500 games where I'm like, oh yeah, whoever we just killed should be back soon. I remind my teammates of that a lot, and someone will go, oh wait, I just killed Reaper, you're right, okay, let me reposition. So it doesn't need to be everybody to remember that, but it's good to have that tool where you remember that. What happened here was your team won, you had a good play, and then you played aggressive. And at no point did you fall back, at no point did you think about the idea that a D.Va would be back, that an Ashe would be aggressive. You just played aggressive. And then what happens? They kill you because you're aggressive. Time-ins, they're so important. Remember that, okay? So, like, think about, you have, like, about a 15 to 20 second window after you wipe somebody. It's going to be different based off of, do they have a Juno, speed boost, where are they going from, what map is it? But you generally have about 15 to 20 seconds after killing someone, right? Where you're fine. And you need to understand those time-ins. And you haven't understood those time-ins, so you just keep getting killed. And that's why the D.Va gets you. It's not, D.Va's good, don't get me wrong, but, like, the D.Va's going to kill you if you do that. So, even though, while D.Va is strong against a lot of hit scan stuff, I'm leaning more towards the idea that your positioning isn't quite there yet, and that gets you killed more than anything else.
10 seconds remaining.
Remember, you want to go up here on the high ground on the bridge, and you want to stay here for now. Okay, now wait. You're going to see the D.Va soon. So your next play is the moment D.Va goes for you, you start to back away towards your spawn door. Not in. Do not go in. Do not peek. They just popped a Lifeweaver tree and a Juno ultimate. Stop peeking them. Disengage. It's okay to back up and give 15 meters of ult. Give them 15 meters of card time, right? It's okay to give them 15 meters of card time to disengage. Disengages can get, you know, they're difficult to do all the time, but that's an obvious one. 3 ultimates in front of your face, back up. Or was it 2 ults? Maybe it was 2 ults. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about that. I would have recommended going to the cart, but honestly, chat, if Tracer goes to the cart there, they end up just using recall anyway, and it is not going to matter. So, there's a Bob on point. To give you an idea, the moment the Ashe engages... let me explain something on the recall here. Keep in mind, yes, you recall there, but you know what's going to happen? And this is also a good segue to teach people about this when it comes to Bob. So a little bit of a note here on how that kind of works with Bob. Is Bob now, and I think Torb Turtle might work this way too. I forgot if they added it in. But basically, Bob is always going to aim at the person Ashe is on, if the person's within line of sight. Okay? So if that Tracer, even if they do recall that more than likely the Ashe is going to react, and that Bob just turns over and just double taps the Tracer, like, you know, we're in zombie land, right? Like, that's it. So I'm not worried about that. But just remember that. I always tell people this. There's a way to outplay Bob sometimes if you see the Ashe completely aiming at other people. You won't have to worry about that as long as your teammate survives it. So remember, whoever Ashe is aiming at is who Bob will prioritize, okay? And then shoot at, right? Well, listen, you said it's supposed to be if they shoot the target, not aiming. Let's be honest here. If an Ashe is just aiming at somebody and not shooting them, that's a whole different story that I can never predict. Does that make sense? You get what I'm saying? Like, if Ashe is aiming at somebody and they're shooting at somebody, it's probably gonna prioritize them with the damage, right? There's a good chance, okay? If they're just aiming in, not shooting or missing their shots, like that is just something that's like, well, you know, unlucky. But just remember that. So more than likely that the Ashe would have taken one coach gun on the Ashe to the Tracer, and then boom, there's your target. So, but I think the recall wouldn't have mattered anyway. The Bob was on point. The teammates were dead. That's why I'm just explaining the way that technique, or not that whole thing works. Remember, you have an elevator now. You have an elevator now. You can go up there. You can engage the D.Va, or you can, like, have your team go up there. Okay. All right, I'm going to teach somebody something. For everybody who hasn't seen New Dorado, don't let people camp this roof anymore. Let me show you something. You have line of sight cover from this angle if you stay here. Okay, usually there's only one person. The only spot you have to worry about is right here. There is now an elevator, or like a thing that goes up. Okay, take the elevator, go up, go with your team, clear the high ground. Now you have high ground, and you have a spot with cover to help with the high ground. See this? So this is new. I don't expect everybody to utilize it. I probably won't even utilize it half the time, but this is a reminder for all of us that this exists now. Okay, and this roof isn't accessible anymore, so you don't have to worry about them getting shot from this angle. You only have to worry about this angle specifically, and if you overextend a little bit of this angle. See this? You can clear it out. Okay? Am I seeing this correctly? I didn't even know they did this. Wow. I missed this during all the rework, like, stuff. I didn't even realize they added, like, an extra cover of wall here. This is good for both the defenders and the attackers. I never realized this. You have more cover up here now with this wall. Yeah. I never realized that. That's funny. Rulo, thanks for the finish rounds. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks. Sorry, that's just something I learned too. Yeah, look at that. That wall is like, this allows for you to have more cover. So as a support player, you don't have to, like, I think one of the scary parts about playing support up here, hasn't this always been here? Unless I am losing it, this is a lot longer than it ever was before. This right here. No, there's never been this much cover up here. Not even remotely close. No. It's never been this long. You have way more cover now. I don't even think that was, I think it was like this big. It was like the size of like a hero. But basically, this helps with cover, and it allows for both, it's good for both attackers and defenders. It's like, defenders have cover now, so like the supports can feel safe up here, and you can like outplay both sides, and then attackers have less to worry about. It's like a win-win for both sides. I actually like that. It's actually really cool. Little things like that I love, because like I didn't even realize that existed there. Nice. All right. Guess we're learning about Dorado too. Yep, that is a high ground. You don't have to waste the cooldown to get up there. Hey, nice shots. Good job. D.Va off the high ground anyway, and you're good to go. Water Legend, thanks for the 12 months of the feature subscribe. You said their aim is good? I agree. I'm not worried about their aim. At no point have I watched them and said I'm worried about their aim. That's the thing, is like,
that's almost
I look at this, but thank you, Water Legend. I appreciate that. I watch this, and it's all positioning. This is a player who, that if they improve their positioning by 50%, they're going to climb right away. That's all it is. It is straight up positioning. They rely so heavily on out-aiming everybody that they like almost forget the aspect of like the teamwork part, where you can't necessarily 1v5 all the time. So you need to find ways to use your position and to strengthen how you play. Yep.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
And then there's you who has no aim or positioning. Hey, you recognize it though, as long as you're having fun, right? You just got rolled there. Nice shot by their Ashe. I don't mind you taking the high ground, but there's stairs, all that stuff. That's totally fine. Get away now. Back away now. Get out of there now. If you stay here, you're gonna get rolled. Just, yep. There you go. Keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Oh, look at they opened up a spot for everybody. I didn't even realize that. That's cool. Does Zarya bubble count as a shield to Ramattra punches? It takes 4 punches to clear out 2 bubbles. 2 punches per bubble. I already tested it. Ramattra's much better against Zarya. Yes. You're like, you'll charge Zarya though. Yeah, but if Zarya out of position, you'll roll.
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
I agree. The stairs are great there. That's why I went stairs when I saw that. Don't be afraid of Bob. I'm okay with the Bob. You're just trying to clear space. So these stairs go up and down. So I would have liked to see at least the effort to go down the stairs. You know? Rather than like, just stare at it. But hey, you know what? Listen, it happens. It's, you know, it is what it is. All right, let's keep going. Do you think they would have died regardless? Yeah, but I need to see them go down the stairs at least to try to get away from it. There you go. It makes me so happy to see battles happen up here now. Oh, man. You have no idea how awesome it is to watch people engage on this high ground now rather than just sit there. It's so awesome. Fostro, thanks for the 8 months to finish. Bronze up at Santa, thanks for the 19 months stat tier 1. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, good kills right there. Nice job. You're in a unique spot. You're doing the right play here. You're kind of stuck up here, so nice play. You're gonna get killed by the D.Va. Listen, once again, this isn't a D.Va issue there. You had a D.Va all the way back in your spawn, and like you were stuck there. You did the right play there. I guess you could have disengaged further into their spawn and hope the timings were right, but then you might stagger yourself. It's hard to say. Ooh, nice try. That was close. I mean, that right there is just you just losing a duel. That like, okay. Chat, listen, I know D.Va's been an issue in games where like D.Va's like strong. Is it me, or did this player tilt themselves about D.Va more than actually got rolled by D.Va? Am I wrong? That's what it feels like. It really feels like that you kind of just like saw D.Va and then tilted yourself and then just assumed D.Va was just like stopping you from doing anything. But most of your deaths are like you're either massively out of position, where a Roadhog could probably kill you, or you just lose a duel to an Ashe, and that's fine. So I feel like you just kind of like tilted yourself against the D.Va, and then like you played on tilt because of the D.Va, and that would explain why like they stared at the D.Va out because they were just tilted. They're like, oh, whatever, just stupid D.Va's on me. Come on, like you weren't. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. It feels like you kind of tilted yourself. Is this on console? Yeah. Because I haven't seen many spots where the D.Va's really ruining your gameplay. I see the D.Va playing well, but like the D.Va's playing well off of the picks of the other team. So like their Ashe picks you off, it's a 5v4, the D.Va goes in and wins, right? So.
Payload stall. Get on.
Oh, they have a Mei too. Good save by the Life Weaver. I would just back away. Lab is today, yes. At, I think 2 p.m. I mean, maybe their hours have changed on it, but 2 p.m. should be about right. I don't know what you're saying, Otter, on that one, but... Good May wall. Touched by your D.Va. To your left, you saw and heard him. Nice, good job. No, away from the D.Va. Oh, if I'm that D.Va, I'm flying up there and you're dead. They had the right idea, but they just missed. There you go.
I'm on fire.
I think your team's gonna lose this. I think the spawns are too close. I don't know. It's tough to say. Hey, you're back to your spot. Nice shot. Another ult. Holy crap! Good dynamite. Nice. Wait, you got it. Hey, nice play. By the way, your teammates just popped. Holy crap. So they were stuck at the choke. Do I recommend swapping heroes of that team at that point? I don't really see an issue with hero selection on their team. No. Wait.
Hey, catch.
They got off the cart? How did I miss it? I don't. Someone typed C9 earlier. I thought they were just memeing. I missed that. Look at the score. No, look at the score. I didn't even realize it. Remember when Bob? I know. I was like, I guess I was so distracted. I didn't even think they did that. It's on 3-2 right now. On first point, they got off the cart. I didn't even realize that. Because I was like, nah, there's no way they get off the cart. I missed that. I just did it. What the? No, they didn't cap third. They got off the point. I'll rewind after the game's over here, but what the heck? I did not realize that. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll watch it back. I'll watch it back after this. Why did I think you said C9? You're like, because sometimes people just say it as a meme if, like, one person's alive and doesn't go in the cart. You know what I mean? So that wasn't an obvious one. I'll watch it back. Don't be afraid to bob this, by the way. They're playing very close. Remember how they were able to kill you when you played close? Get a good bob in there. I don't mind this bob. This is to create space for your team and make it harder. Oh, nice try. That was a shot that you would love to see hit, but we've all been there. It happens. You got a Juno ult going in. Good luck. A lot of Overwatch happening right now. Damn. So that ended up just being a really close game. And I'll do the part where I talk about what they can improve on first, then we'll go look at what happened at the end of that game, okay? Sound good, chat? Okay. So I just want to point out to you here, because this will be helpful. I do not think this is a D.Va issue. Like, D.Va is good, but like this is kind of on you more than anything. And this is how I'm seeing this. You don't take into account D.Va's mobility, and you kind of single player play it. You just go up there, you just constantly run into a spot, you don't think about where they're at, you don't think about where the D.Va can do, you just go in. And when you do that, you're gonna get rolled. This really wasn't a D.Va situation where, like, I was expecting to see a D.Va flying into your face the whole game with the way that you described this game, and all I saw was D.Va kill you like twice, and both times the D.Va killed you, it was avoidable. It was straight up avoidable. If I'm playing D.Va, the hardest thing to deal with is when I have to spin in circles because there's people on different angles. And you said you were taking angles? You weren't taking many angles this game. If that's what you take as angles, I'm telling you right now, an angle is like not direct center in front of a D.Va or like around a D.Va or like in front of their whole team. An angle's like They're fighting here, and you're all the way to the left, shooting at them, so that if the D.Va has to worry about you, they have to fly out of the team fight, don't even make it to you, and then you coach gun away. Do you see what I'm saying? So I have a cooldown ready. Always be ready to disengage from a D.Va. Play your distance. You are not playing Reaper. You were not playing Cassidy here. You were playing Ashe. Yes, there's a little bit of fall off. There wasn't a Widow to worry about, so you don't have to worry about that issue. That's what you have to fix, and you will not have as many issues against a D.Va. But if you keep just running into them over and over again like that, you're going to keep getting rolled in those situations, and you're going to create 50-50 games because you're not giving yourself the best opportunity to win. All right? So you clean up that, and you'll absolutely win. You got this. I'm going to quickly go watch this at the beginning here. I just want to see what happened. Where was it at? It was the end of this round. Let's just watch how this game ends, because they did get off the cart. I just wanted to see. Wow, that's actually what happened. Look at chat. They all got off the cart. It actually happened. Look at. I did not see this at the beginning. So look at, they have every cart. They're winning the team fight. They have a bunch of kills. It looks like when the D.Va ulted, this D.Va went to get kills. The Bob was off point and the Reaper was off point. So that was it. That's what happened. Wow. I did not catch this when it was happening. I didn't even notice it till I saw it was 2-2. Holy crap. But anyway, to the Ashe we've been watching in general, if you work on the things we said with positioning, with making sure it takes a lot for the D.Va to get to you, you're going to be fine and you will climb. But don't, like, over-tilt yourself because there's a D.Va, because I feel like this D.Va was, like, the least of your issues this game. And if you see this game and go, oh, D.Va, 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 like, just play distance, play good positioning, and you will climb. You got this. You absolutely got this. If you like this video, make sure to like button. Subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. Leave a comment. All that helps. If you want to submit your own Spectating, look in the description below. You see my Discord. We also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch chat below the webcam. Also stream on YouTube. So stop by if you haven't. We have a lot of fun here. With that being said, hope you all have an amazing day/night.